Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 as Real Madrid. Tried to do a little bit work on the audio today, so hopefully coming across clearer and louder in this episode. I was a bit unhappy with how the audio was going for the past couple of episodes, so if you are listening to this on the playlist and it has just kind of exploded your ears because you had the sound turned up for the last episode, then I do apologise. But going forward, hopefully superior sound quality. Continuous improvement on the channel, obviously, all the time when I do spot a problem. Nonetheless, technical stuff out the way. Today we are away to Bilbao in La Liga while Barcelona travel to Las Palmas. Atletico Madrid have already won, beating Oviedo in the first game today. Diego Costa bang in form. He has 5 goals in his 7 league games since his return to Atletico Madrid. What did they pay, interestingly? Could I have snapped him up? Oof, less than 20 million. That is a good deal. Nonetheless, can't do it now, of course. A couple of reports on some players we scouted. Rafa Silva not worthwhile, Fred not worthwhile, Zielinski possibly worthwhile, we'll keep him in mind. Varane can get 60 minutes today. Will we put him on the bench? No, I'm going to put Rugani on the bench because he can play more time. Asensio loses a spot on the bench for Rugani. James Rodriguez, Kovacic, Berardi. Just have a little look at the bench here. The bench looks satisfactory to me. Cristiano Ronaldo obviously will get his position back, which means someone has to miss out. I'll take Berardi out for today. Origi has impressed me more than Berardi, so Origi can get his spot on the bench while Ronaldo takes his place in the starting lineup. So team today: Keylor Navas, Carvajal, Vallejo, Ramos, Marcelo. No, not Marcelo, Gaia. Carvajal, Vallejo, Ramos, Gaia. Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Gareth Bale, Isco, Cristiano Ronaldo and Morata. And I'm going to change Isco back to the support role there and behind Morata. So let's go to Bilbao. We're going to make a couple of tactical changes here. We're going to play fast attacking football, which I tend to do in our tough away fixtures. You know, the tougher games I tend to find a more aggressive, faster tempo seems to suit us better. You know, likes of when we play Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, teams like that. And I would include Bilbao in that category when we are away from home. Let's have a little look at Susaeta. I don't think he's particularly quick. We still want to be closing him down. Sabine character is not quick at all, so we can actually tightly mark him and close him down. Aduriz, we're just going to kind of leave him be and hope he doesn't cause too much bother. We're going to tell them to pick up where they left off last time. We'll change to attacking, and we're also going to change to a higher tempo. We'll stay with the shorter passing though today. So straight into the game here. And Morata plays it to Isco, finds Toni Kroos now. Toni Kroos dinks it forward to Ronaldo. Ronaldo coming forward with it, plays it to Morata. A nice early goal would be lovely here. Morata running at them actually, and the ball to Bale is cut out by Balenciaga. And he goes back to Kepa in the goal. Is there going to be a chance here early doors? Played long by the goalkeeper, and you know what? I think there is. Ramos heads it away, picked up by Balenciaga. Oh no, there isn't. Oh well. So much for that. Some of the players are a little more tired than I would like today, coming back from international duty. But at the end of the day, we had to play the strongest team here. Tough game. So that's half an hour gone already. Whizzing by here. We're going to encourage the boys here. See if we can get them to do something a bit more creative. That was a really, really dull opening 37 minutes. Kicked long by the goalkeeper towards Aduriz. Ramos deals with it well. Isco won't win that. Ramos will win it though and plays it to Modric, and here's Gaia now. Gaia dinks it forward for Ronaldo. DeMarcos jumping in front of him though. That's kind of poor from Ronaldo there. Ball watching. Aduriz will hold it up. He plays it back to Benyat. He plays it out wide and it's nicked by Carvajal. He plays it to Bale. Could we counter here? Toni Kroos over the top. Morata chance. Got to score here. Nice first touch. Good finish. Lovely from Alvaro Morata. 1-0 already. We are 1 up before half time. Pleased with that. Tough venue today. If we can get the 3 points today and continue our perfect start, I'll be delighted with this. Because I was worried, to be honest, about coming away to Bilbao today. Regardless of whatever form they're in the league, I tend to find this is a tough venue. I'm going to pull Isco for James Rodriguez just now. And I'm not going to do anything else. Luka Modric I'm going to take off after about 10 minutes or so because he does look pretty tired out there. It's Benyat picking the ball up now, flicks it to Laporte, and Laporte just passing it forward there. So Modric, about 60 minutes I'm going to pull Modric. And then look perhaps to take off Ronaldo for Origi near the end of the game. I'd like another goal before then, if possible. Okay, Kovacic coming on for Modric. We're doing pretty well here so far. A bit of muddle up at the back defensively for them, but it is dealt with and flicked on to Aduriz, and he'll hold it, try to play in the midfield runner, Raul Garcia. He has a good chance, and he does manage to score. Okay, so we're going to have to tell the team to push forward now assertively. That is not good for us. We've been hit late there. I mean, I can't really claim that it's too undeserved because the game has been really boring, to be honest. Really, really dull. Nothing much happening for either side. Okay, and for the last 15... I'm really torn as to what to do. I'm going to try and put 2 up. So I'm going to take Kroos off. I will drop James Rodriguez back. James Rodriguez can be an advanced playmaker. Kovacic will become the deep line playmaker. And Origi will support Morata. Origi can play complete forward support. Morata will be complete forward attack. And I'm going to change the passing strategy to go more direct here. So Bale, Ronaldo, Origi and Morata effectively up front. Let's go for this. We might be a bit too gung-ho here. We could end up getting caught, but you know, we have to go for the 3 points. It's been a perfect start and it'd be disappointing to drop points here. So let's demand more from them, and we're just going to have to go with it for the last 10 minutes or so and see what we get. First time in the league this season we've been really tested. I'm not going to go overload because a point is still decent, maintains our unbeaten run. Oh dear. Susaeta with a free kick. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oof. And then pressure on Aduriz there. I was very concerned there. Carvajal to Bale. Bale playing it to James. James with a good switch to Ronaldo. Can we nick it here? If we can nick it here, it really shows the the drive of champions. Forward for Morata, away by Laporte. It's flicked on by Garcia though. Here's Aduriz, plays it to Raul Garcia. I don't know what that says about us if we manage to lose it later on. And Susaeta pinches it there. Gaia not looking very convincing. Ramos nicks it though and launches it. Can Morata get the head to it? He can for Origi. He's not going to get it. Origi's in here though. Takes a nice touch. Has to finish. Origi scores. Delighted with the young man. Now, what we have to do is change this up a little bit. Ronaldo can be a winger. Gareth Bale can be a winger. And we'll drop Origi there. And he can be an inside forward support just now. We're going to go more structured, defensive. The last 5 minutes we're just going to try and see it out. Sit deeper. We'll exploit the left flank, I guess, considering we technically have 3 down that side now. Lower tempo, more discipline, stick to positions. Next on the passing count there. We're not going to look for the overlap. In fact, we're going to make our fullbacks defensive now, as we're just going to try and see this out. We're going to have to tell them to tighten up as well. Delighted with that. Snatching this late is very, very good for us, especially with Origi getting the goal. Always nice when your young lads do well. And just for the last couple of minutes, we're going to go highly structured, contain, play even safer, drop deeper, and just clear it to the flanks. So 2 minutes injury time to survive, 30 seconds now. Keylor Navas with the goal kick, and hopefully we're heading for the 2-1 victory here. If we have a little look at the league table, just as this highlight plays out here, we will be 6 points clear still. Aduriz now with the touch. It would really be poor to lose it here, and that's over the bar. So we'll be 6 points clear, and we will actually be, Barcelona have 11, we have 24, we'll be 13 points clear to Barcelona, ahead of their away tie today. I'm going to tell them it was a good victory. I was pleased with that, snatching it late there. Toni Kroos, player of the match. Yep, again we'll send the assistant to do the press conference. You should know by now that I don't like to do press conferences. And Barcelona with the 1-0 victory. That's fine. Let's just race forward to this Champions League tie that we have now. And we shall see if we can continue our dominance in that game. I may start Origi in that game for Morata, or possibly even for Ronaldo. I may start Berardi ahead of Bale because Bale was kind of disappointing there. It's much easier to actually drop Gareth Bale because he has been playing poorly. Berardi not exactly in top form though to come in, so it is a tough one in that regard. We are top of the group though, having won both of the opening games, so it's actually tough at this point. Okay, so they want us to watch Dybala more. Absolutely, I have no problem with watching Dybala. I'd love to sign Dybala, that would be amazing. Regardless of how good Origi's doing, he's never going to reach Dybala's level. Okay. Whoa. What happened to team selection? That was a bit of a weird one there. No team selection whatsoever. Doumbia, Antonov playing there. Chiampong, Pjanic, Nixit. What the heck? Why am I watching a Juventus game? That was weird. That was very, very strange. I have no idea why it jumped into that game. Very odd one, that. Anyway, our scout reports are back. No one looking particularly impressive, as I expected. That was really, really strange. I'm still puzzled as to why it played that Juventus game. And it took me a good number of seconds to clock on that Pjanic didn't play for me or Sporting. Anyway, let's just proceed. Let's just gloss over that and proceed like we didn't notice anything. Rugani will come on. Him and Vallejo will be the pairing today. Danilo also getting a game. I'm going to start James Rodriguez. I'm going to start Kovacic. I'm going to ring the changes for this one actually. We're going to play Berardi. I'm going to put Asensio on the bench for Isco. I'm going to start Marcelo. I'm going to start Kiko Casilla rather than Prince for this one. I just think it's a bit too big of a game for Prince to come in. And I'm going to start Origi instead of Morata. So, a real test today. I've been playing really, really strong sides throughout the course of this entire save actually. So today, the first time I've really rung the changes. We should be safe in first place, but I really don't want to lose any of these Champions League games. Let's just do some basic instructions here. So we are 3 points clear of Leverkusen and we have a victory over them. So even if we were to lose this game, we would maintain first position, but I certainly don't want to be losing it. So it goes back the way to William. I believe that's Carvalho, however you pronounce that. And it's a throw in. Danilo with the ball now. Danilo to Kroos. Tony Kroos pings it to Danilo. Can he find the ball into the box? He cuts it back to Berardi. Berardi shooting chance. Plays it to James. Plays it to Ronaldo. Far too many of them. Nobody wants to hit it. Marcelo hits it and it deflects in. Think that will go down as Marcelo's goal. Thought it could have been an own goal there. 1-0 to Real Madrid early doors. Delighted given the amount of changes we've actually rung today. And it's a corner now. Tony Kroos with the delivery. Headed away. Berardi. Oh, that's poor. Really, really poor by Berardi there. He just nods it soft as a feather into Patricio's hands. A lot more action than there was in the Bilbao game, but I won't mind as long as we get the same result. As long as we get the away win. Jesus Vallejo and Rugani at the back today. Probably a long-term centre-back partnership there, so I hope that they get through this game in convincing fashion. Of course, most of the other changes we already know about. You know, Danilo, Marcelo, they're all established professionals. The only ones really up for debate just now are the centre-back pairing, whether they're good enough to be the first choice centre-back pairing, and obviously Berardi. Origi to a lesser degree, but he's impressed me so much when he's been playing in a short spell here that I'm comfortable with him now. So Teo to Aquino coming forward now, and Marcelo pinches it from him. Vallejo to Kovacic and Kroos. James Rodriguez, Kovacic. We kind of have an embarrassment of riches, to be honest, if this is our rotational side. It's over the top from Kroos to Origi. Origi takes a couple of good touches, but it's a good save by Rui Patricio. Quite like Rui Patricio, actually. He's a goalkeeper that I like. Rugani on, and that'll be the end of that. 15-0 shot count here, but only 1-0 on the scoreline is a little disappointing. So we're going to encourage them a little bit here, and I'm going to take James off for Asensio. And that's going to be that, basically. I'm just going to continue with that. I'm not planning on making any more changes for developmental reasons. The only reason I'd make a change now is for tiredness. Possibly to keep Ronaldo protected. But I could see this side pretty much just seeing out the game now. I always like to use all three substitutions. I feel almost like I'm compelled to use all three substitutions. But we certainly could get through this one with only making that one substitution there. So Kiko Casilla playing it long. Rare game for him today. Ronaldo kind of asleep there. Marcelo pings it on again. Ronaldo's flick on. He has to chase it himself. Oliveira now scoops it forward. Headed by De Jong to Teo. He plays it wide to Brian, who finds Aquino with a great ball, and oof, that is a terrible shot there. Absolutely shanks it wide of the post. Kiko Casilla now with the goal kick. Forward towards Origi, headed away by William. Headed out wide to Aquino. He just runs down the pitch, puts it in, but Kiko Casilla with a comfortable catch. Casilla throws it long to Kovacic. That's good distribution there. Kovacic to Ronaldo. Can Origi make the run? Nope, Ronaldo goes outside to Marcelo. Back inside for Ronaldo. Yep. Ronaldo with a nice touch, galloping forward here. Long shots on for Ronaldo. Hits it, and it's comfortable for Rui Patricio. Complete control of the game. If we have a little look at the group, we would be 5 points clear of Monaco, who would be second. We would need probably one more win, and it would secure. I think first place is basically secured anyway. We have played 2 games away from home and only 1 in Madrid, so I think we're basically safe as group leaders, as we would expect. The Champions League group stage for us isn't really a factor at all, to be honest. That embarrassment of riches, as I said, we can rotate, we can bring in players just for the hell of it. I mean, why am I bringing on Morata and Carvajal? Kind of just because I feel like I should use all 3 substitutions. I'd like Morata to get a goal as well, to be honest. I like keeping a striker in good form. So he just gets about 20 minutes here. Berardi now, losing it. Kovacic threads it to Ronaldo, and that's game over. Absolutely hammers it home. 9th of the season for Ronaldo. Of course, former Sporting boy. This is his homecoming in Lisbon. 1 goal, 1 assist for him. He will take home the Man of the Match award. And pretty much a great result for us with a rotated side. Again, a rotated side is obviously still stronger than most sides in Europe, but I'm pleased to have left out Ramos, pleased to have left out Navas, pleased to, it's a good ball in there, Rugani clearing away, then a bit of a, I don't know what happened there, honestly. Let's just go to contain now. Aquino, Casilla, you have to say. It's a poor bit of goalkeeping from Kiko Casilla. He is almost surplus to requirements at this point. I think the young German goalkeeper, what a ball by Asensio to Berardi. The young German goalkeeper is going to become the backup. Berardi now dilly-dallying, Silva nicks it. Possibly a loan for the young German goalkeeper come January. I'm going to try and get him some more games. He could possibly play a part in the last couple of Champions League group stage games. I don't want to play him in the league, because the thing with the league is, you have a 6-point gap, you have a 100% record, and you're doing fantastically, as obviously the situation we're in the league. Goal difference of 20. Technically we only have a 5-point gap, but I don't count on Alaves being up there for much longer. Barcelona 10 points behind us, Atletico Madrid 6. Problem is, if you play the young goalkeeper and he has a howler and he lets the ball in and you lose your first game of the season, you only have a 3-point gap, and all of a sudden it doesn't look so rosy. So that's something to consider with him. Developing him is one of the main things for this season. Next episode is going to be Las Palmas and Deportivo La Coruña. We possibly will get the Real Betis game or Real Betis game. I need to decide on a pronunciation for them. Possibly get the 3 of them in the next episode, but fairly standard episode this time. Nice late win against Bilbao. That could have been poor if it was a draw, so we did well there. 2-1 away victory again at Sporting, but that one more comfortable in the Champions League. On course, of course, to top the group, as we would expect. Hopefully get to the final again this year and go one better than last season. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I hope you come back next time for those 3 league games, and if you do, I'll see you then.